Sai Ram. Every year on the 24th of April, we celebrate the Sri Sathya Sai Aradhana Mahotsavam. Now the first word and the last word of that phrase, both are so ironical. The first word is celebrate and the last word is Mahotsavam. Maha meaning great and Utsavam meaning festival. Considering the fact that the 24th of April is the day when Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, our dear Swami, chose to leave his physical frame, chose to take Mahasamadhi, chose to evolve into the eternity, different ways of saying that beloved form draped in orange with that bushy crown of hair, with the most beautiful smile, with the most sparkling eyes that can ever grace this earth, would no longer be seen by the normal human eyes. How then can such a day be celebrated? How then can such a day be a great festival, a Mahotsavam? The Sri Sathya Sai Aradhana Mahotsavam has taught me possibly some of the greatest lessons of my life, which will help me progress towards my sole and ultimate goal in life, which is Swami himself. For starters, the Sri Sathya Sai Aradhana Mahotsavam changed my understanding, perspective and definition of prayer. I used to think that prayers are always answered by God. If they are not answered, it's possibly because the faith wasn't strong enough, the love wasn't there, the feeling wasn't there, the devotion wasn't there, or some lack on the part of the one who is praying. But as I said, the Aradhana Mahotsavam changed that view, because I don't think that any other time in history possibly so many people had prayed so intensely, had observed different spiritual rituals, fasts and different commitments, praying for the recovery of the physical frame of Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. The whole world had prayed with all its heart. God is said to have a heart of butter. The prayers generated enough warmth and heat to possibly melt stone. And yet, Swami chose to leave. And that changed my perspective of prayer. I will not go into that now because that will be deviating possibly. That has been elaborately dealt with at this link above. But yes, the Aradhana Mahotsavam is a turning point and it should be a turning point. And today I can tell you that it is indeed a celebration and it is indeed a Mahotsavam, a grand festival. How, you may wonder? That was what I was wondering on the 24th of April 2012, the first year anniversary of that dreadful day. And Swami taught that to me in a manner that I shall never forget. When Swami left his physical frame, I was working at the erstwhile Radio Sai Global Harmony. And ever since that day, I lost all my interest and motivation to go to the mandir. Every time I would go to the mandir, tears would stream down my eyes and a pain would ache my heart. I could not imagine Sai Kulwant Hall without the physical frame of Bhagwan. And so I decided that I would spend all my time having darshan on my system, seeing Swami's videos, looking at his beautiful images, contemplating on his glories, reading, writing and speaking his stories. But on the 24th of April 2012, I knew I had to go to the mandir to fulfill my duty and I knew it would be very, very difficult. That morning I woke up early, got ready. By 7 a.m. I had to be in the mandir, and I knew it would be a long session, 2 to 3 hours possibly, and therefore I wanted to have breakfast. As I served some delicious semia that my mother had cooked, she asked me, "Arvind, did you keep it for Swami?" You see, dear brothers and sisters, my mother had prayed to Swami for an opportunity to cook food for him. How that happened and how Swami fulfilled that desire of hers is a beautiful story, and it also began on this day. That story you can watch separately at this link above after this video. But at this point in time, what she had done was, every day whatever she would cook, she would place it before Swami for Swami to partake. And so she said, "Before you eat, please serve it to Swami." So I took the special silver bowl that had been kept aside for Swami, served some semia in that, and then as I was going to keep his glass of water, I thought it is so hot. Puttaparthi is very hot in the summer in April, and I filled some cool water and I said, "Swami, here's some cool water." "Swami, are you really enjoying this food that we keep for you daily? Are you enjoying this water? Today I have kept specially." I remembered the many experiences of many devotees. One that comes to my mind immediately is that of Dr. Yatish Merchant. They used to keep food for Swami in the altar, and they are in the United States of America. And when Swami gave them an interview, Swami told them, I don't like that pizza, don't keep pizza for me." That was Swami's way of showing that he is there and he is aware of whatever they are doing. But nevertheless, they stopped keeping pizza for Swami, but they love pizza, right? So whenever they have pizza, they will cook something else specially for Swami. So Swami has always complained in different ways. The milk is not tasty this way, I don't like pizza. So I was telling Swami, you always complain, but when food is up to your taste and you like it, anytime have you said that food is good? We are doing all this for you. Anyway, I said that to him, and all of this was coming from a place of agony and anguish that, "Swami, now there is no way for you to tell that I like it, that twinkle in the eye, we'll never be able to see it." Quickly I had breakfast, and my wife, at that time we had not yet got kids, so my wife, my parents, 4 of us, we went to the mandir. And in the mandir, the chief guest for the day was the governor of the state of Andhra Pradesh, Shri ESL Narasimhan. And it was amazing, when he came to speak, he discarded that prepared speech. And he said, "On this day when I stand here, I am inspired not to read what I have prepared. Because I realize I am not here as the governor of the state. I am here as an admirer of Baba." And he poured out his love for Swami. He said that Swami purifies and sanctifies anything that comes in touch with him, including the vices. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, desire, anger, greed, lust, pride, envy. He said, Swami has made devotees develop kama or desire for service. He said he has made them develop krodha or anger if they are not able to serve. He has made them greedy or given them lobha to serve more. And he makes them get matsarya or envy and jealousy in case they look at somebody who is serving more and they are not able to serve. So he said that even the vices have got sanctified. That is the glory of this master. And I realized how even an apparent non-devotee is so much touched by Swami. And throughout the program, as the students sang songs of love for Swami, as the visuals of Swami went on the screen, I was continuously shedding tears, and I felt, Swami, this is definitely not a Mahotsavam. It is not a great festival. It is a great tragedy. It is a day of mourning. Whom are we fooling? Why are we thinking, imagining and hoping against hope that it's a festival? No. Swami, prove to me it's a festival if it's a festival. Otherwise, it's a day of mourning for me. That is what I thought. And at the end of that program, even listening to Swami's discourse, just listening to those beautiful words, they brought in so much of emotion in the heart of everybody. Everybody who had gathered, everyone's hearts were crying. At the end of the program, we wended our way back home, and I was quite tired, having done videography throughout 3 hours. Others were also tired, and my mother went to her room to change her dress. My wife Pooja went to our room to change her dress, while I just lay flat on the sofa, tired and catching a breath. Suddenly I heard that scream. My mother, I thought she had fallen. Definitely she had fallen. So I rushed to the room. She had not fallen, but she had frozen in her place. Standing there, she was pointing to the photograph of Swami on her cupboard and she said, "Look there." And there, on that laminated photograph of Swami, Vibhuti had formed on his hair like a halo around his face. And I was really wonderstruck. Wow, what is this? Amazing. And my mother was so excited, she went to the other room to tell my wife about it. And as she went there, again, she went in such a hurry. I wanted to tell her to relax a bit. I know it is amazing, it's fantastic, but take care. You are an elderly lady. And there she again shouts, "Arvind!" And I thought, oh God, this time 100% she has fallen. But when I go there, I see not one but two frozen figures, both my mother and Pooja, because from a framed photograph there, profuse vibhuti has come. And now I called my dad and he also came, witnessed this, and we were all feeling so beautiful, so wonderful. We could feel Swami's presence at our very home, in our very bedrooms. What a feeling it was. I went to the altar and suddenly, the surge of positivity in my heart. I looked down and now I screamed as if I had fallen, as if I had got an electric shock, because indeed it was an electrifying moment when I saw that in the semia or vermicelli breakfast that had been kept, right? There was vibhuti all over it. It was as if vibhuti had been served as a side dish for that vermicelli. And my God, I felt Swami was answering me my question that, Swami, when it is tasty, do you respond in any way? I felt this was the best way for Swami to show that it is tasty and I am enjoying that vermicelli. We all had that as prasad on the Aradhana Mahotsavam day, and I realized that that year, 2012, the 24th of April, also happened to be Akshaya Tritiya. It is a festival that is celebrated because that is the day when the Akshaya Patra, or the vessel that produces food infinitely, was gifted to the Pandavas. And it is believed on this day, whatever comes home, we will have it infinitely in our lives. And that is why people in India purchase gold on Akshaya Tritiya day, because they feel we will be blessed with an abundance of wealth. Swami had blessed us with something else on this Akshaya Tritiya. He had blessed us with an abundance of vibhuti, with an abundance of peace, joy, hope and celebration. And I realized that that was Swami's way of indicating from now on you will have infinite vibhuti, infinite grace, infinite blessings, infinite joy. And then I realized why the Aradhana day is a Mahotsavam. It's a great festival because this is the day when Swami decided that he would move from the Yajur Mandiram, that is his residence, to the Hridaya Mandiram, the temple of the heart, which is his only permanent resting place.
Yajur Mandir se Hridaya Mandir, tera safar yahi, teri vani tera sparsh, hum mein basa hai sada.
The Lord is the Hridaya Nivasi. And then I recollected so many discourses where Swami would say that don't forget that he is the Hridaya Vihari, the Hridaya Nivasi. Make your hearts my Prashanti Nilayam and I will stay there forever. We celebrate the day of Aradhana because we celebrate Swami's moving into our heart. We make it a Mahotsavam because this is the day when Swami moved from Yajur Mandir to the Hridaya Mandir. Dear brothers and sisters, the word Aradhana has two meanings. The first meaning is, of course, remembrance. The second meaning is worship. This is the day of worshipful remembrance and a worship which is focused on remembering Swami. May we remember this important message of Aradhana Mahotsavam. In fact, after that day, for almost 2 years, there was copious amounts of vibhuti appearing at different points in time from different photographs of Swami. Oh, those miracles I have recorded separately in other videos. But then I realized that Swami is always a call away. Swami is always very close. As Swami would say, Nenu ni intane, jantane, kantane, ventane untanu. I am in you, around you, above you, below you. He is always with us. He is us. Dear Swami, on this Aradhana day, as we celebrate the Aradhana Mahotsavam, let us realize your presence in our hearts. And may the love that we have for you keep growing stronger every passing moment. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.